Hey, the world is constantly changing, and life of people in different decades and centuries has changed as well. But there are some things that no matter what remain the same for some reason. Like why it's still uncommon to wear socks with separate soles. Unfortunately, it's not the topic of the video, but I've prepared something more interesting. Conflicts and problems between parents and their children. Even though I think now people can be more progressive in their parenting style with the help of books, internet and modern psychology, it doesn't always work like that. Instead, they use the internet to share their brilliant, outstanding yet questionable ideas of parenting. Just had period intimacy. As my husband was running out of the bedroom into the bathroom, he got caught by our 6-year-old daughter. He showered, then walked into her bedroom and told her he spilled spaghetti all over himself. Poor kid is going to need therapy. I can understand the red sauce, but does his pee-pee look like fettuccine? No spaghetti will be consumed by me this month, by the way. You know what could solve this problem? Pants, or towel, or simply not going with bloody sausage between your legs around the house. Actually, it could be a fun wedding game, but only if we talk about real food. I love how this woman decided to traumatize not only her child, but everyone with this post. And now I'm doing it with you. Sorry. And she's not the only one who likes to share all the details with the internet. Mama, your screaming last night woke me up. It was around 10. Sorry, I'll try and make sure I'm not so loud next time. It's okay, it's not like it's something you can control. He thought I was sad and was crying. You go, girl! Is that a new trend who can shock their children more? My intimate life is so great that my child woke up in the middle of the night thinking that I was crying. Yeah, then listen to my story. My child ran to our bedroom because he thought that earthquake had started. My child saw a bloody pee-pee of my husband. Those kids saw more than me in my 21 years. At that point, it seems like they have nothing to lose. Counter Halloween costumes ideas. City folks won't get it. Unfortunately, living in the city doesn't make me understand it less. I'm not so concerned that a 3-year-old main character understands what his costume means, but if other participants are ready for the show. As I mentioned before, underwear is a great invention, but people manage to screw it up too. I did a thing. Why? It's getting cooler here in Florida, and I want to still be able to show off his cute prints. If you don't understand what's going on here, the mother of this kid cut the butt out of his pants, so everyone could see the place where he poops, aka diaper. Cause it's cute? You know, sometimes I want to show off my penguin prints too, but wouldn't it be a little bit strange? Fresh airflow is always nice, but buy him at least a pair of chaps, I don't know. But unfortunately, it's not the only thing I found out moms do with diapers. Weird mom confession time. After I change a poopy diaper and it's balled up, closed, and is ready to be thrown away, now please imagine what this woman could confess to. Something serious or maybe a problem with changing diapers? Anyways, I'm sure your guesses were wrong. I squished the turds. It probably comes as no surprise that I'm also the kind of person that loves a good pimple popping video. Also big into certain ASMR videos on YouTube. I'm not that person who watches ASMR probably because whenever it appears on my TikTok, it looks too traumatizing to me. And what scares me the most, that I can't imagine people making content on pooped diapers. Is this strange? Yes. Do I feel surprised? Not anymore. Please let diapers do their job, better pay attention to baby's clothing. I'm proof mommy can't resist plumbers. I was thinking, what is so special in plumbers? Cause I've never called one and I was interested if I should. So I decided to Google plumbers, of course. And now I see that they're the most generous people on earth. My mom doesn't want your freaking advice. But the mother mustn't be as generous, I guess. Watch your language, asshole. I am a baby. But didn't you just... Sorry, forgot, no advice. Hiding from Biden. Even though I'm surprised that people share that kind of thing, I understand that they search for approval and someone who does the same. But what would you do if before posting you knew that people would only disapprove it? Of course, post it anyway. Going anonymously because I always get attacked in the group. If you don't like it, don't comment please. Mamas, who want to / are raising masculine boys, what are some core values to teach them? Is there any analysis going on? Maybe, just maybe, if so many people attack you, that means that your posts are bad. Like, I'm against bullying on the internet, but her attempts on making her boys masculine sounds like even worse attack. I understand that you want to see your son as an extremely muscular guy who looks like a wolf and never cried in his entire life. And even when he was born, instead of crying, he said, "Mom, I'm alright, when can I go to the gym?" But do you know how many traumas men have because they were taught to be emotionless and hard as rock? What your child really needs is your love and attention. And don't think that someone else can take that role for you. I'm looking to find someone in the area who could babysit occasionally 1-year-old and 2.5-year-old. And wet nurse my newly 1-year-old. My 1-year-old won't even take milk in a cup and has always refused bottles, so did my oldest. Can I ask, what does wet nurse mean? It means to breastfeed her child with your breast. I am not a baby professional, only a couple days ago I found out that you can't give water to infants. I'm still not sure how to keep them hydrated and how they manage to consist on 70-80% of water without drinking it. I feel like if you have a great desire, you can drink a newborn with a straw. But newborns can't drink anything except milk. Isn't that weird? But seriously, the only reason why I'm mentioning that post is that I think I know someone who could help not only her babies but the whole family. Snug some breast milk into our crock-pot dinner. LOL. Shh, don't tell hubby. I don't know what she was cooking there, but the breast milk doesn't seem that awful like everything else in that dish. Is that an effect of breast milk or someone fell in there? I would recommend doing something easier, like turning on Rasputin on Just Dance, and after a good shake while dancing, you are ready to serve a homemade milkshake. Still, do you think it's okay to secretly add breast milk into someone's food? Because you can consume it, but it doesn't seem right at all. Tell me in the comments how would you react in this situation, and cause you're already there, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it as a small creator. Help, please! Baby girl name that ends with Bella. First baby is Bella, second baby is Isabella, and now looking name for my third baby. Oh, I know some good names: Stracciatella, Mortadella, and Salmonella. If you prefer American names, Magdalena will be fine. Parents who name their children with names that rhyme. Do you wait for the moment when they will start their own TV show with a cool name like Tony and Tony? Or do you name them almost the same so when you confuse one with another, they won't understand it? Don't worry, I don't judge. My mom sometimes calls me as the name of our cat. We can say that naming a child is a pretty common problem. Then how do we call this problem? I just ordered a Tash baby. I don't have a Tash baby and carries a... How are you all doing it? Why is everyone so dramatic with water gun? I know it's strange to carry it around, but I think it's nothing special if baby likes playing with it. Guys, I don't know how to pray properly, but let's just do it in hope that it's just a fake post. 10-year-old was left alone for 1 hour while I went to pick up his sister. He took an X to the bedroom door to get his Halloween candy, which we kept locked in our room. Give me your thoughts on consequences. Yes, his candy is gone. Yes, he's going to do chores to pay for a new door. But there needs to be more. He also broke an electric screwdriver and his electric toothbrush. Is candy and door the only thing that bothers you? Are you all going to ignore the elephant in the room called X? Who knows, maybe Kiddo just wanted to play a main role in Shining. But because no one was at home, he used screwdriver and toothbrush as his victims. As a person who tried to play with mom's hot curling iron, I can say that it's fun. But you never know what the consequences are going to be. You should know that bad parenting techniques are not limited by age. My 17-year-old son has a stomach flu and is puking his guts out. Asked me to come help him, and I'm incredibly annoyed with this man baby moaning and grunting. I told him he doesn't need me to get it over with. Does my son need my support? Pfft, no way. I'm done with supporting him. After 9 months he lived in my womb rent-free. Well, actually, I've built him for that, but he doesn't have enough money right now. What a loser. Does age really matter? Would you help your husband if he felt bad? Or men don't need any help and doctors are even restricted? Please don't think that I overreact, some people really think that way. This video called Moving Our Son Out.
What this means is that you're going 23 minutes further from work. Yep. Your rents went up $350 more. You're getting a car payment, you're getting full coverage insurance, and you ain't gonna have shit to eat except Kool-Aid and ramen noodles. We'll mail you some ketchup so you can pour it on that, and some sugar-free sugar to put in that, you broke-ass dude. Oh my God. Listen, we don't wish you well. We don't.
Bye.
See ya. Yeah.
Bye.
It's so funny calling your son broke ass and hoping that he will live terribly without you. Hey, why is no one laughing? Didn't you get it? He will be broke and sad and desperate. You guys really lost your sense of humor. What I really think is, this guy should be happy to move out. In my opinion, perfect parents simply doesn't exist. And it's even wrong to demand making no mistakes raising a child. You should analyze your parenting methods and how your deeds are going to affect a child. When you do something wrong because you don't have enough experience or because of your emotions, it's fine. Especially when you explain why you acted certain way. But when you mock your child on purpose, it's a whole different story. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'm a small creator and it is really important for me. Bye!